What's up, your boy South Share Rise. Scratch that, Infinite Frames. Some of y'all still don't know because I don't upload and talk at all these days like I used to. But let me put this story, since this is gonna be, you know, a video of me talking to y'all, which is rare these days. Let me fully explain why my name changed and introduce myself to some of y'all who might not know. I've been doing YouTube lightly for a long time. I used to upload on a regular basis back during the Street Fighter 4, Tekken 6, Tekken Tag 2 days. Didn't get too big, but I had, you know, over 1,000 subscribers, which at the time was something that was a big deal to me. And then I was like, ugh, I got a kid coming along, life starting to change up on me. Let me take a break from YouTube. I was planning on taking a break for like a month, and that month turned into over a decade. I mean, I never really fully left YouTube, but I never really uploaded on a daily basis like I was doing. And then, you know, life just happened. I had to go home and be a family man, you know. Had 2 sons, relationship, you know, things like that. Anyway, back in the day, my name was South Share Rise, my YouTube handle. Always a controversial name. Got a lot of attention because of what it was, you know, referencing. People took it as like a racist thing, but it was like me, in my mind, flipping it, because, you know, I'm from the South. I'm from Louisiana, and I'm gonna dominate on whatever game I'm playing. I told this story before on a video a long time ago, but just a refresher of the inspiration behind that particular name at the time. I'm from the South, and I'm gonna rise, and I'm a black dude, flipping it all on you, you know, blowing your mind. So one day I was playing some Call of Duty. I think it was like Modern Warfare, the last Modern Warfare 2019, when this happened. I was playing it, and then the next day I got off for the night. After a good match, I dominated. I never forget, I was on Shipment, one of the small maps, and I got like high kill streaks. So I guess somebody was mad, and they must have reported my username because they was hating on me and my performance. I woke up the next day, I got a message from Sony saying, "You have been banned from PSN for violation of something. You have to wait 7 days and then change your PSN ID." So my whole history and legacy on that name was destroyed because somebody was sour that I had a good game on Call of Duty. That's all I can figure would have happened, because that's the only thing I did that would have got me reported. So I came up with the name Infinite Frames. That's where we at now. Anyway, this video, after that, you know, little introduction to my old school fans who might be watching. I know y'all probably like grown ass men and women by now. But the newer fans, well, the new people who come across this video, that's the explanation about my history with YouTube. And I've been playing Tekken for a long time. I didn't start getting serious with it until like Tekken 5 online, when that hit. But ever since then, I've been like really in love with the game, playing it, trying to learn it to the best of my ability. Which brings me to this point. I never really was a ranked mode player. I spent all my time in player match. But with Tekken 8, I was like, I'm gonna really try to grind ranked mode and see just how high I can get. And after all this damn time, I just hit God of Destruction right before they announced they're gonna reset the ranks again in season 3. But that's because I don't play the game every day. I'll take whole weeks without playing ranked mode because I just don't have the energy that I used to have with everything I got to do in life, job, kids. And if my mind at these high ranks, if my mind ain't perfectly sharp, and if I got any bit of fatigue, I'm gonna go on a losing streak and rank down. So if I did play, I played a lot of player matches, quick matches. And on top of that, I play on 2 accounts because I got this mental thing. It kind of helps me, like when I know I got a rank that I want to get on one account, I go to the other account and start playing to learn more and try different things out. Because in the back of my mind, I know, well, I got the rank I want on my other account, so I always have it. So I can play on this other account and level it up to that same level, then go back to the other account. So I would go back and forth. It's like I was doing it on 2 accounts at one time. And for a lot of people, that's probably nothing. They probably have both of the accounts up like it's no problem. But for me, with the time in between the times I play and fooling around with other characters, it took me a little longer than usual. Season 1, I got to Tekken Emperor. I was about to get Tekken God right before the rank got reset. And I'll never get that, a damn Leroy blocked my promotion. At the time, I hated that matchup because I didn't know it that good. I learned a lot about my skill level doing this. Let me say this, you know, season 1 Street Fighter 6 Ryu, he was pretty trash. But getting him, that's who I played in that game. The videos are on the channel. Getting to master rank with vanilla Street Fighter 6 Ryu took a while. And it was still easier than getting God of Destruction in Tekken 8 for me. Because I always knew I was decent at the game, but I really didn't know how much further I had to go to get to this rank. And the way I do it, like, I don't run from nobody. I don't run from no matchups. Like, I don't do one and dones. So I take it because at the whole time I'm trying to really get better at the game and learn these matchups. So it took your boy a minute, but I did learn a lot about Raven. Another thing, Raven was not my #1 character. He was always my #2 character. But in this game, he my main now because my main character is Lei. And Lei is not in the game. I don't expect him to make it in the game. If you do make it in the game, it'll probably be until like the last season before Tekken 9 come out or something like that. So I was pretty good with Raven, but that wasn't my #1 character. And it was damn hard getting to this rank at some points with Raven, because any little bit of lag or if anything go wrong, you're gonna get destroyed. Then you go look at my stats. I got to God of Destruction in 366 matches on this account. 55% win rate. You can see why I messed around with Lydia. I had got her to Tekken King before I got all my other characters automatically promoted for making God of Destruction. Who did I struggle the most against? If I had to pick, because matchups I hated, it's so many Brians, so many Armor Kings, so many Horongs. I was so sick of seeing them same few characters. If I had to guess, I haven't looked at this, but I would say my worst matchups were probably gonna be against Clive, Devil Jin, Armor King. At one point I would say Horon, but I think I started catching on to that match. Oh, Horon, 62% win percent. I'm shocked. Armor King, 41. I'm shocked it's that high, because I feel like with Armor King I lose so damn much. 35. Devil Jin. I cannot. 7 out of 20. I've only won against Devil Jin 7 times. Something about that character messes with my brain. His wings, all the flapping around, I can't read his movements. I hate that match. 35%. That's so far. That's the lowest win rate I have. Let me look at everybody else. Armor King is number 2, 41%. Armor King is just, he got an answer for everything, and I hate it. I hate fighting him. Asuka, annoying, overtuned. I got a little better at that match though. 50%. That's pretty strong considering where I started. I hated fighting Azucena too, but I got better at that match over time. Surprisingly, I'm pretty low against Kazuya, and I feel comfortable in that match. 44%. Clive, 37%. I can't figure out that character. That's one of them characters I probably have to play to try to learn how to beat. Dragunov, oh, I'm surprised it's so low against him because, you know, he was a menace in season 1, but I feel like I got a better handle on that match. But I only fought him 15 times. I only won 5 out of 15. And this is season 2. Falcon Rom, I hate that match. That's another irritating match for me. Leo, surprising. Eddie, surprising. I just don't see a lot of them because I feel comfortable in that match. Elisa and Lydia, not bad. I just happen to get to lose in the end. Nina, I mean, it's Nina. We know what to expect. She gonna get nerfed. Jack 8, yeah, don't see a lot of Jack. Shaheen, only saw 4. Victor, I only saw 4 Victors but this is at higher ranks, you know. I don't even count them because, like, I don't feel bad in these matches. I just never see them. Let's see who I see the most, though. Horong, Armor King, Brian. That's the top matches, and I hate all them matches. But yeah, you know, that's what you're gonna see when you get to this level. You don't see a lot of variety, as people say. Let's start up some little background videos while I talk to y'all. Cause I said I was gonna wait to talk about my opinion on this game until I got to God of Destruction, so people can't say, well, what do you know? You are such and such rank. Nah, I'm a god. Take that. I can talk now. I be going to exciting replay, but they rarely be exciting.
Get ready for the next battle.
So anyway, yeah, my opinion. I wanted to really talk about my experience getting to that rank. I think I talked enough about that, and give my opinion on Tekken 8 through 2 seasons. Let me get this out the way first of all. I think Tekken 8 is a good game. I like it a lot because I was never a fan. The one reason I never played ranked was because of how boring it was at high level back in the day to me. Like when you used to watch high level players playing tournaments, it would be slap each other a couple times with some jabs or some pokes and then scoot back for the rest of the match, especially on an infinite stage. I hated that. I hated watching it. I thought it was lame as hell. Everybody was obsessed with Korean backdash and all this crap. So high level Tekken was something that I just didn't even care to participate in. Tekken 8 changed that. I see a lot of people crying about the aggressiveness in the game and the 50-50s, which can be annoying. That's true. But what I love about Tekken 8 is you have to fight. You have to get in there and throw hands. That's what I always wanted from Tekken. Because that's the type of player I am. I want to throw hands. I don't want to hit you a couple times and run away and make you come to me. I mean, I do that if I have to, if I'm trying to time out a match or something like that. But the whole fight being like that, no, that's not me. That's not what I want. I want us to get in there and see what we got. Tekken 8 is my Tekken. For people like me, we should love this. I mean, you get health back for throwing hands, even if they block it. You know, all that comes into play in the strategy of the game. So I like it. I like the direction that they're taking. Was it overtuned? Hell yeah. Some characters are just ridiculous. Some moves in the game were ridiculous. But I always knew that they would straighten that out. You know, give it a couple of seasons, they'll work that out and get a good balance. Because a lot of y'all might not notice, but Tekken was always like this. Like, it would come out in the arcades in Japan, stay there for like a couple years, and release a few different versions before they brought it to the home console. This time, they just dropped it all at one time. And I don't even think they did a arcade version. They just dropped it on the consoles. And y'all not used to, y'all might not have knew about this. Y'all didn't know that Tekken goes through these kind of growing pains. Y'all just know that they put out Tekken. when it comes to the PlayStation or whatever, and it's ready. No, it was never really like that. They used to have 2 or 3 different versions in the arcade, and a lot of those versions had broken stuff in them. But considering that, I mean, some of the stuff what they did in this game, it is like, what were you thinking with it? Like, some of these characters, you didn't know them. I mean, how can you know until people get the game in their hands and start finding the cheese? Like, Season 1 Dragunov and all that junk, it was crazy. Season 2, I think some characters need to be toned down, you know. Brian, Horon. Just annoying characters that just have certain stuff that's like, why they even have all that? But other than that, I'm not worried about them fixing the game. I know they're gonna fix it. I just hope they don't, when they say, you know, going back to basics and all this stuff. I don't think they're gonna do it, but I hope they don't try to make it more like Tekken 7 or something like that. Because all people say is, if this was Tekken 7, it's not Tekken 7. It's not Tekken 7. It's not Tekken 6. It's not Tekken 5. It's Tekken 8. Anything you got to say that applies to old Tekkens don't apply to Tekken 8. I'm letting out some frustration right here. Even every Tekken game that come out, well, if this was Tekken, when Tekken 7 came out, if this was Tekken 6, if it were a Tekken 8 God of Destruction, is not a Tekken 7 Tekken King. Who gives a damn? It's a whole different game, all different moves, all different properties, all different ranking system. A Tekken 8 God of Destruction is a Tekken 8 God of Destruction. I had to go off on that little tangent because that's just something that always irritated me about. So many people say stuff like that. Like, who cares what a Tekken 7 such and such is? Unless you're playing Tekken 7. Nothing wrong with playing Tekken 7. Tekken 7 is a good game. One of my favorite Tekkens. But this is not Tekken 7. Get it through get it through your minds, people. This is Tekken 8. You have to do Tekken 8 stuff to win in Tekken 8. If you try to play Tekken 8 like Tekken 7, that's your problem. Now, like I was saying, I like Tekken 8. I like the aggressiveness. I wanted to stay that way. I like the heat. I like heat engagers. I still don't like rage arts. Because dominating the whole match and then having somebody, well, rage mode and rage arts, that's annoying. Like, dominating the whole round and then messing up one time and then they come back with because they enrage and hit you with a big combo, and then you might make one more mistake and get hit with a rage art and lose the round. That's always going to be frustrating. But the heat engages and heat moves, I don't have no problem with that. Some of them are a little too strong, maybe. You can argue that, but they working on that. But heat makes every character playable. Like, y'all forgetting, like in the old Tekkens, like it would always be like 2 characters or 1 character in the finals of every tournament. In Tekken 8, I've never seen so many different characters make it to like final matches. It's granted, it's still usually the same few characters, but it's still a variety. You still might usually see Brian in there in the finals and Nina or whatever. But I've seen a lot of tournaments like where you see characters you wouldn't even expect to see in the finals, and this is the first time I remember seeing that in a Tekken game. Every character is even more. I always felt like you could win with any character in Tekken. Some of them just take a little more work, but now that's truer than ever. So Tekken 8 gets that, definitely gets that right. Any character can be taken to the top. But of course, pro players are going to use the top characters with the easiest execution, usually. Because a character like Raven, if you make one mistake on your input, it'll cost you the round. Trust me, I know that happened to me a lot. But yeah, man, the game, people just hating on the game so much. I don't understand why. I don't know what they really want when they say this is not Tekken. This is not the Tekken I love. I mean, to me, it's Tekken. It's still Tekken, but it's still you gotta fight. It's Tekken, but you gotta be aggressive. I mean, if you can't deal with that, I don't know. And maybe the people that I'm seeing complain about it are just, I don't know. They're probably not even hardcore Tekken players anyway. Got this Raven on the screen right here. Be silent, G. But yeah, like I was saying, so getting the Tekken guide, getting the Guide of Destruction to me was always the goal. But it was harder than I thought it was gonna be. I ain't gonna lie. In my region, I don't know. It's when you get to this rank, there was a lot of matches where I had a lot of lag. Cause I don't know. A lot of people live in my area who play Tekken, so they probably matching me up with people that's like in. I feel like I got matched up with a lot of players that's in like Texas and Mexico. I could always tell if it was something. Well, not always, but I could always get a feeling if I was playing against somebody who was probably in Mexico, because 9 times out of 10 they usually play one of the kings. And then when I would check their profile, the language would have like some Spanish in it. I'm like, I just always had a something that would make it harder for me, like laggy matches. People would pull the plug a lot if I was winning. I got a lot of plug pullers. I didn't do any one and dones. I would play the whole sets. But it was a journey. I say that, man. For some people it's probably nothing, but for me it was one of the hardest things I've done. But it's a relief. I just hate that I did it so late in the season. I could have done it sooner. I knew I was ready. I want to get my main account to Guide of Destruction before the season change. Another thing was like I don't play against PC players on rank mode because y'all be cheating. It's too easy for y'all to download some type of hack, or it seems like it's even more connection issues when you play against a PC player. So I stick to PS5 only. So in season 3, my plan is to, I don't know if I'm gonna even get on ranked like that in season 3. But if I do, I want to try to learn another character. Since Lei, I don't think he's coming back. I want to play an OP character in season 3. I really do like Fang, so it's probably gonna be Fang. I think he's been toned down though. I think they already nerfed him. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I feel like getting Raven back up to Guide of Destruction. I ain't got no plans of going past Guide of Destruction. Like God 1, 2, 3, 4. I always say when I get to the first one, that's enough.
Get ready for the next battle.
Oh man. But anyway, time for me to catch up on my backlog of games. I got a lot of stuff I wanted to play, and I planned on streaming the games. Every time I say I'm gonna start streaming and commentating again, I never get around to it though. Let's see where I'm at here. I don't add no friends on this account, so I can't really compare with anybody but myself. Yeah, that's my 2 accounts right there. And this account is not my main account. I got there on my secondary account first. I think that's pretty good. I got there in 366 wins. On my other account, I'm at 374. So, it's about the same. I'm in the top 100. Anyway, I got things to do. I just want to check in with a little video with some commentary on it after hitting this milestone. Because I remember back in the day, there was a few people who said, how high you think you can make it? And I had no idea. I really didn't know if I could make it this high. But, mission accomplished.